It's the last monthly momentum of 2024. I think many of us are going to be happy to see this year go away. But there are going to be lots of exciting things happening in 2025. Many of you have been hearing me talk about the rezoning processes, all of the policy changes. Oh my God, do we love policy changes? Some of them we love, some of them we don't love so much. And the opportunity to build small multifamily, which was one of the things that brought me to Richard Bell's office. And I know everybody has heard me talk about Richard and Bell Alliance. We've got gentlemen with a company called Smallworks. It's going to be, we're talking about it, expanding. They're focused in Vancouver at the moment, but we're going to get them on the island as fast as we can. And then we're going to get them out to Moncton to build that small multifamily that we've been promising to do with Darlene. And so Jake Harrison and Luke Fry from Smallworks are here, and they are going to walk us through what Smallworks is and tell us a little bit more. And then Richard is going to give us some updates on the rezoning and some of the things that are going to be working in our future that are going to make us a little bit happier in terms of how we can do co-ownership, co-housing, co-living, and strata. And we're going to touch on some of that.
I'll just give it a little set up for Luke to talk about the current situation by maybe just taking a moment to focus on what has preceded this, which has been a pretty lovely 16 years that we've actually been in existence. So Smallworks started really this on I won't say a whim, but certainly a real gut instinct that this was our direction to go. And we spent a few years setting up a prefab facility and really doing a number of small infill projects that we could do at the time that were legitimate, but really spending a lot of energy advocating for laneway housing, which is now commonly referred to as ADUs, and got that legislation through in the fall of 2009, and subsequently have built well into the 400s of units just in Vancouver alone, in North Vancouver. And really have become, with no modesty at all, but probably the preeminent builder of this housing form. But I think what was really exciting, which connected me with Richard and Luke, was that we really saw how important it was that we really set a course of becoming that practitioner of really using the land mass that we do have in our cities in a more effective way to both address how people are able to get things like equity off their properties, how they're able to accommodate their families, how we're able to even build stronger, more resilient communities. Somewhat of an overused term, but it is genuine in our case that this is perhaps the best method and the easiest method for us to get the level of housing we want in a way that doesn't require municipal support and actually helps and enriches the people who currently own the property.
We're in a housing crisis in places like Vancouver, but lots of the growing cities across North America, and we have to find more creative ways to create housing in the places that we already have other forms of housing or other forms of built environment established. There's not that many greenfield sites left in places like Vancouver to go build homes. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of share why we're in this space. Number one is that it's becoming a big thing, and it's becoming a thing because it's quickly kind of marching towards this idea of what I call outright approval. We don't have to go and work with the municipality for a long period of time to go through a rezoning and go through we are now where we have outright approval and increasingly standard designs. You can start thinking about a whole kind of industry that's coming forward with being able to manufacture a lot of this housing that we need.
A couple of things that I wanted to just kind of highlight. I love the trapped value, right? There's so many people who have property, and again, being the founder of WREN, the Women's Real Estate Network, so many women are fearful of tapping into equity. So I love the application for getting your group of friends together and building your sixplex or building your co-housing or your tiny home village, right? I just there's so many applications that work so well for what we're doing and tapping into some of that equity.
We have been working under a co-ownership model, and the co-ownership model will still be applicable when you're talking about taking an old building and having 4 units in the old building. But most of the focus is going to be around new build, which may be partial new build, partial old, and the right to stratify. Because what that does, it enables people to come together, redevelop a property, say, well, I'll take 2 of these units, you'll take 1, someone will take 3, and we each will have our own mortgage security, which is absolutely essential to make this work.
We just want to keep reminding people of what's possible, because a lot of people kind of ran away from real estate over the last couple of years, and now we can see that because of the change of policies, because of the opportunities, because of this in particular, it's going to allow some things to actually work again. So I think there's a lot of excitement around there. So I can't wait to chat with everybody more about what the possibilities are for the new year.